Can you believe it? Conor McGregor and 50 Cent, two guys who were throwing serious shade at each other not too long ago, were just seen hugging and laughing together in Ireland. Yeah, that's right, they were chilling at Conor's own spot, the Black Forge Inn. Not only did Conor host the whole thing, but he also hyped it up online like crazy. On Instagram, he shared 50 Cent and Dayhouse at the Black Forge to celebrate his birthday. Happy birthday, 50. That's a huge change, right? These two were going at each other's throats since 2017. Back then, Conor was talking trash before his fight with Floyd Mayweather and randomly took a jab at 50 Cent.
50 Cent's a bitch!
And 50, oh, he clapped back hard. Since he was close with Mayweather, he didn't hold anything back. He roasted McGregor for losing to Khabib, made memes about the infamous bus attack, and even claimed he beat Conor in a street fight. Of course, McGregor didn't stay silent. He dared 50 Cent to a celebrity match. Things got messy, shots about money, family, everything. And now, they're just out here partying together like best buds. People change, I guess. Or maybe time really does heal all wounds.
Boss level, yeah, brother.
Jump in the whip,
Yeah, let me in. Here we go, folks. Conor, let me in the whip. This is how we do, brother. This is Dublin, baby. Hey, what a city.
What's up, my man? Look at the Black Forge, baby. Let's go, baby. Okay.
I even think we're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have. Does anybody watch UFC? The Great Day in the World. We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House.
Conor McGregor is never quiet when something big happens in the fight world, or in politics apparently, so when Donald Trump announced that there'd be a UFC event right on the White House lawn in 2026 to mark America's 250th anniversary, Conor couldn't resist, and in classic Conor style, he didn't just say he wanted a fight, no, he went full blast and claimed he'd headline the card as the President of Ireland. That's right, the President of Ireland. The man's confidence knows no bounds. But not everyone found it funny. Khabib's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, sure didn't. He went off online writing, "I was being told the White House is going to have a heavy street drugs test policy, and we all know you cannot pass that." He even said, maybe you can go fight on a China card. No cocaine in the White House anymore. Yeah, he really said that. Despite all the drama, the hype around this White House card is insane. Fighters are lining up already. Miabolis is ready to throw down. Shara Bullett's teasing involvement. And American fighters? They're buzzing. John Jones even replied to the announcement, saying he's back in the testing pool and keeping his options open.
Yo, just wanted to wish you all a very happy and proud 4th of July. Hope you guys were safe this year and that no one lost any fingers or anything like that. Dutch, lay down. That's a good boy. USA, you.
Jones even commented under a fan-made graphic showing him beating Tom Aspinall at the White House, saying, "I like this. This sounds way too tempting to be just a joke." Is he serious about coming back? Maybe, or maybe he's just playing games again. But if we've learned anything, it's that John always shows up when the stakes are high. People are already imagining this White House UFC card. A concept card went viral: Jones versus Aspinall, McGregor versus Chandler, Strickland versus Adesanya 2, even Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. But fans weren't fully happy. Some were like, where's Ilya versus Makhachev? Others demanded Conor versus Ilya as the main event. One thing's clear, people aren't buying the idea of McGregor being anything other than the main event. No matter how much his rep has taken a hit, Conor brings the spotlight. And honestly, if the UFC goes through with this crazy White House idea, they better give fans what they want. Now, speaking of Ilya Topuria, yeah, he's been on fire, knocking out 3 legends in a row. But not everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid. Arman Tsarukyan, he's calling Ilya out hard. Arman feels like he's getting robbed of his shot at the title, especially with all the talk about Paddy Pimblett jumping the line. So what did he do? He went after Topuria, and he didn't hold back. It all started when Ilya made fun of Arman at a press conference for pulling out of UFC 311. So Arman clapped back online saying, another fun fact, Topuria misses weight regularly, so save the fairy tales about fighting with one arm. And boom, he dropped receipts. He shared screenshots, one from a cancelled fight against Charles Jourdain where Ilya missed weight, another from Cage Warriors 94 where Ilya won a fight but missed weight by 4.4 pounds and lost his chance at the title. Then he stirred it all up again by saying Ilya actually missed weight for UFC 317 too and claimed the commission covered it up. Yeah, he even posted a screenshot saying Topuria missed weight and the commission covered it up. But a lot of fans didn't buy it, especially since Arman has had his own weight issues. One fan posted, "Bro, you pulled out of a title fight because of a sore back, even though you were rolling around with Nina days before. You're the last one who should be talking." Another added, "Arman, you're seriously brain dead. You used a random Twitter post as your source. Topuria made weight easily last week. Your boss literally said you missed weight." It's down, Hodge, honestly. Most fans are siding with Topuria right now. He's making weight, winning fights, and showing up when it counts. But hey, what do you think? Is Arman onto something, or is this all just jealousy?
I will hold your head, yes. Ready? Let's go!
And speaking of beef, things are heating up between Ian Machado Gary and Bilal Muhammad. Ian called Bilal out, and not just anywhere. He wants to fight him at UFC 319 in Bilal's own backyard, Chicago. Of course, Bilal clapped back, but fans, well, they started roasting him, saying his reply sounded like it was written by ChatGPT.
Ian Gary out here trying to do Conor cosplay with Dollar Tree trash talk. Bro, your lines hit softer than your jab. You sound like a teenager who just discovered McGregor highlight reels. You want to outbox me? Try out talking me. First, without embarrassing yourself. Until then, go back to rehearsing in the mirror. Maybe one day your trash talk will be as sharp as your barber's fade.
Bilal Muhammad is continuing to call out Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman has said himself that he's not fighting anytime soon, so why does he keep calling him out? Because he's avoiding me. He's now started to mention Sean Brady's name again, a man who he's already knocked out. Imagine calling out someone you've already knocked out. Here's the truth. Had Bilal beat JDM, he would be fighting me in his hometown of Chicago. So do the right thing. Don't let your hometown down and accept the fight in Chicago. I'll see you soon.
Meanwhile, Paddy Pimblett's joined the party too. In a recent post, he threw shade at Ilya Topuria, saying he had this wild dream that he'd knock Ilya out in 10 seconds, just like McGregor did to Jose Aldo.
I just think I'm his kryptonite, and people can laugh at me all they want when I say it, but I genuinely believe I'd finish him. I don't see him lasting 5 rounds with me. I genuinely believe I'd finish him. Keep having mad dreams that I finish him in like the first 10 seconds at Aldo. But that wouldn't be good enough for him. I'd want to beat him up for a consistent couple of rounds, hit him with over like 70 elbows, disfigure him a little bit, and then finish him.
These two have a long history of trash talk, almost came to blows a few times. Did Paddy really pull off a miracle knockout, or will Topuria destroy him in seconds? Either way, if that fight actually happens, it's going to be absolutely electric. Fans will go nuts. But if you ask around, most fans want to see Ilya Topuria fight one guy, Islam Makhachev. That fight would be massive, like legendary. But Islam? He's not biting. If he wanted that fight, we'd already be hearing him promote it. Right now, it's all one-sided. Ilya's talking, Islam's silent. That says a lot. Maybe he's more focused on his rumored fight with Jack Della Maddalena. If that goes down and Islam wins, maybe then we'll see him mention Topuria. But if he loses, Man, that changes everything.
Islam Makhachev loses to Jack. Does he drop back down to 55 and challenge for the championship, or does he walk away forever? Whoa, I had not considered that. And I know you would love to have a conversation about, oh yeah, but Islam versus Ilya, they got to get that sorted out. That's in your mind. Islam did his job. Beat anybody in the world around you at the time. Your job's not to go beat a guy that came along after you. Let's just not.
As for Topuria's future, guess who wants a piece? Justin Gaethje. Before UFC 317 even happened, Justin made it clear. If Ilya beats Oliveira, he wants him next, and he wants to knock him out. Imagine that war.
I don't care who wins. I just want to fight the winner. Topuria's, the big name right now, cocky. I would love to knock him out, but Oliveira beat me, so I want to fight him again. So I don't care who wins. I hope one of them is put to sleep. And I get to fight the winner in November in Madison Square Garden.
So you talk a lot of trash. For me, it was like very important to catch this guy. Honestly, like Herb Dean saved his life, 100%. He saved his life. Can you imagine? Okay, no Herb Dean here. What he gonna do? He's gonna die because I catch him. He go like this, and you have to watch fight. Herb Dean come, and he do like this, like this, And it was like not enough for me. This is make me sad, You understand?
Борьба у нас сегодня насмерть. Абу-Бакр. Бакали. Отлично.
Молодой, да утечи, говори! Что стучишь? А?
Уснул он?
Что стучишь?
Разбуди.
Что, молодой, до утра болит.
And now, switching gears a bit, Sean Strickland. He's one of the most unfiltered, unapologetic guys in the UFC. But that personality, it's cost him too. UFC legend Dan Henderson recently shared a story that explains why. During a podcast, Hendo revealed why Sean got kicked out of Team Quest, his own gym. When Mike Perry asked about it, Hendo didn't sugarcoat it. Apparently, Sean's attitude just didn't mesh with the team. That honesty, that rawness, sometimes it backfires.
You maybe had to tell him he couldn't come back to the gym. I'm talking about Sean Strickland. What happened with him training with you?
He would got in a little, argument matches all the time with, some of the guys that thought he was going too hard, and then he would go online and talk about him, and he did it a little bit too much, just more socially. I didn't care what happened in the room, when you send it out to, everybody to hear all that I'm like, it's just disrespectful for your training partners, guys that are in there training with you to help you out as well. He just did it too many times. I warned him a bunch and then finally just said, hey dude, you gotta go. But he was a good training partner, and I enjoyed having him in there and liked having a guy that, is in there that goes hard.
That's like a gun store.
Yeah, and then fucking I got my carry gun. So I picked this.
How do you usually got one on us?
That's the Seagull I showed you last night. I picked this. See this.
And that's where we wrap it up. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us a lot and keeps the fire going. We're diving into every fight, every rumor, every wild moment in the UFC and bringing it straight to you. Thanks for sticking with us. And hey, let us know in the comments, who do you think should fight Ilia Topuria next?